Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tojayam Devi Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Tamashloke Bhakti Bhavati Naishtiki Om Jnanatayandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurum Veditam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadamtikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Upadakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamshram Shri Rupam Sagrachatam Saha Ganaragunatam Vitam Tam Sajeev Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahaganalita Sri Vishakhanvitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpati Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kartanamus Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhi Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaur Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Mukham Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langayate Girim Yatkrapatamaham Mandya Shri Guru Devatar Shri Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Mishram Nirvishwashashneva एतावदुक्तो परराम तन्महद्भूतं नकोलिङ्गमलिङ्गमीश्वरम् अहं च तस्मै महतामपीयसे शेषनावनामो विदधेन कम्पितः निवृत्तदर्शैरुपगीयमान भवौ सदा श्रोत्रमनुभिराम कौत्तमश्लोकगुणानुवादात् पुमान् विरज्येत विना पशुना श्रीकृष्णशरणं समस्तजगता कृष्णं विना गतिः कृष्णेन प्रतिहन्यते कलिमलं कृष्णाय कार्यं नमः कृष्णात्रस्यति कालभीमभुजगो कृष्णस्य दासोऽस्म्यहं कृष्णे भक्तिरखण्डिता भवतु मे भो कृष्ण त्वमेवाश्रयः भो कृष्ण त्वमेवाश्रयः Hare Krishna to everyone. Hare Krishna. So nice to see you all. Thank you, Bala and Aarti, for giving me an opportunity to touch Bhagavatam. Otherwise, I will be touching something else.
Just if it is audible, just ask if it's someone who the mic is not.
Am I audible? Yeah, as long as you're able to hear me. So this is Dashama Skanda. It is said the first and the second canto are like the lotus, not like the lotus feet of Krishna, and then you have the third and fourth are the knees or shanks. Then we have the fifth and sixth. Then that is the hips, thighs. Then seventh canto, Navi. Eighth canto is the middle, and ninth canto is the neck. Eighth canto is the chest. Ninth canto is the neck, and Prafullam. Dashamam Prafullam. Prafullam means fully grown lotus. That is called Prafullam. In North India, you will see a lot of people having the name Prafullam. That's especially in Gujarat and Uttar Pradesh, you will see that. So Prafullam means full lotus face of Krishna is revealed in the 10th canto. In fact, the whole of the 9 cantos are building up to this particular climax. Then you have the 10th canto, 11th canto is the forehead, and 12th is the top here. So we are actually looking into the lotus face of Krishna, a very sweet. I'm going to read from this particular version of Bhagavatam, written by His Divine Sabhaisharanarendra Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. He dedicated his whole life for translating this book, and especially when he was writing this particular, when he was starting on the 10th canto, he was completely bedridden. He was so bedridden that he was practically stopped eating, drinking, everything. He just pretty much he was completely fasting, and he was uh, so weak, and his there was no muscles in his body basically. So the skin was actually touching the bones, and he refused any medication. He didn't try. He didn't accept any of the allopathy and all that. And the Kaviraj, they call them the Kavirajas, the Ayurvedic Vaidyas. They're called Kavirajas. So they they actually came to see Prabhupada, and they were astonished, shocked actually to see Prabhupada actually translating, trying bedridden is translating. So they said that someone who is having in this condition, he should be screaming out so loud that half a kilometer far people should be able to hear. They will be worried that what's happening. They'll be yelling basically. Hmm. But then he is so controlled that he is not having any pain in his body. Instead, he is only translating. So they are saying he is not in this body. So that was the condition in which he wrote the first 13 chapters of this this canto. When he finished the 13th canto, he entered into the eternal pastimes of Krishna. We don't say he passed away. For the acharyas, we don't say he passed away. We say they entered Nityalila Pravishta. We say Nityalila Pravishta means he entered into the eternal pastimes of Krishna. So he entered. It's a very subtle, sublime thing also devotees say, because one thing that he always was meditating on is the Gopa Bhava, the Gopa's Bhava. He was meditating. He had written a poem also about how he's longing to be in that group of Gopas who playing with him in the Golok Vrindavan. So exactly when that chapter of Brahma Vimohan Lila came, where Brahma steals the Gopas and cows and calves and the calves and all. That's the chapter he translated last. And then after that, of course, he completed the full Krishna book in a natural commentary form. You will see that it's without the verses or the word-to-word meanings and all, it will be like a natural translation and commentary. So his disciples who were learned in Sanskrit and the scholars in Sanskrit, they took over the work from there on. They took the text of Prabhupada's purports and translations in the Krishna book, and they did the rest of the 77 chapters in the and 11 and 12 also they did. That's how this entire thing was published. So that is one of the historic thing. You will see that if you see the Prabhupada's last days, how he would be lying down completely, closed his eyes, and devotees would be closing the dicta, keeping the dictaphone very close to the Prabhupada's mouth. And then you will see in a very shrill voice, you will see very low voice, you will see him translating. So that is the greatness of Prabhupada. And we are entering into that particular chapter where he was like almost in the last 2 months or so, 3-4 months maybe. We did the 13 chapters. We'll start off with the first sloka. What you'll do is I will read the verse, and what is on the screen, you all can take turns to read the translation. You can read the verse, I will read the verse, you will read the translation. Shri Rajo Vacha, whoever wants to read along with me, you can read because you have the verse with you. Katito Vamsha Vistaro Bhavata Soma Suryayoho Rajñam Cho Bhayavamshyanam Charitam Paramadbhutam. Can we ask Divya Mataji to read? I think you are reading on mute, Mataji.
Yeah. Should start with the translation.
Yeah.
Translation I should read?
Yes, Mataji. Translation, yes.
Should I read the translation?
Yeah. Am I not audible?
Yeah. Now you are. King Parikshit said, "My dear Lord, You have elaborately described the dynasties of both moon god and the sun god with the exalted and wonderful characters of their kings.
So in the ninth canto, towards the end of it, you will see that Sukadeva Goswami is explaining the entire dynasty of coming from the moon, Chandravamsha and Suryavamsha. Okay, so that is what actually now this whole canto itself begins with Parikshit Maharaj speaking. Rajavacha Parikshit Maharaj speaking. यदोश्च धर्मशीलस्य नितरां मुनिसत्तमा तत्रांशेनावतीर्णस्य विष्णोर्वीर्याणि शंसनः. Next, I am not seeing who is there in the screen, so please you take turns to unmute and read without my prompting. That will make it faster. Second verse.
They might not have the ISKCON Bhagavatam.
Translation.
It's on the screen. It's
Acha, oh,
in-
yeah, yeah.
You don't have to look at the book. You can look at the screen. I'll keep scrolling.
Translation. O best of Munis, you have also described the descendants of Yadu, who were very pious and strictly adherent to religious principles. Now, if you will, kindly describe the wonderful, glorious activities of Lord Vishnu or Krishna, who appeared in that Yadu dynasty with Baldeva, his plenary expansion.
So, Parikshit Maharaj is asking specifically about pastimes of Krishna and Balaram. If you see in the beginning of Bhagavatam, the whole Bhagavatam begins with the questions, 6 questions of the sages to the Shaunaka Rishi is asking these questions to Sudha Goswami. Now these 6 questions, one of the questions is specifically, if you see, why did Krishna take birth in the Krishna and Balaram take birth in the womb of Devaki, and and please explain the past tense. So that question, in short, it is answered in the 3rd chapter, but in long, it is answered in the entire 10th canto. So this is how those questions are answered nicely. अवतीर्य यदोर्वंशे भगवान् भूतभावनः कृतवान् यानि विश्वात्मा तानि नो वद विस्तरात्. Who's reading next?
The Super Soul, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, the cause of the cosmic manifestation, appeared in the dynasty of Yadu. Please tell me elaborately about his glorious activities and character from the beginning to the end of his life.
So from the beginning and the end to the end. Now comes the most important verse in entire Bhagavatam. So Parikshit Maharaj is explaining something about him, because by this time it's not only that Prabhupada is in the end of his life. Actually, Parikshit Maharaj is also in the end of his life. For 7 days, 6 days are already gone. It's the 5 whatever 6 days. So once 10th canto, 11 and 12 is over, then 7 days are over. Then he'll be leaving. So now, but then at this point, he's telling, after 6 days of his thing, saying, Nivratarshay Rupagiyamana Bhavau Shadatrotra Manobhirama Ka Uttama Shloka Gunanuvadat Uman Virajeta Vina Pashubnat. Want to read? They are not unmuting, I think.
Mamataji, Dimaji, you are on there.
I think they are not unmuting.
We have to read.
We can see.
Yes, yes.
Glorification we have to read.
Yeah. What is there in the bold? No, you can read.
Yeah. Glorification, no? Glorification of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is performed in the Parambara system. Oh my God, it is gone. That is It is conveyed from the spiritual master to disciple. Such glorification is relished by those no longer interested in the false, temporary glorification of this cosmic manifestation, description of the Lord, or the right medicine for the conditioned soul undergoing repeated birth and death. Therefore, who will cease hearing such glorification of the Lord, expect a butcher or one who is killing his own self?
So this
Pitama.
particular, yeah. Now this particular verse, this particular verse, it has so much depth in it that in spite of his health, Prabhupada has written very long purport for this. If you this purport starts from there, you turn all the 4 pictures in the book, and you will see it is continuing on for a few more pages. You see how big that purport is. Yeah, and writing and dictating that condition is not easy. So what he's telling is glorification of the Supreme Lord is performed in the parampara system. Means it has to come from guru to disciple to disciple. We cannot concoct our own things. Unless because why we cannot concoct? Because we are all in the material mode still. We cannot claim ourselves to have surpassed the material modes. Very simple. If you are going, we can speak all Bhagavatam. If you are going on the street and in the thing, and there are so many people unruly in the traffic, they just block the road and do something. You don't go and talk to them, please take and all that. Suddenly we become angry. Or somebody is cheating us, we become angry. In so many ways, if somebody don't listen to us, we become upset. All these are exhibition of modes only. In the modes, we don't accept. There is a different kind of anger and this thing that comes. That is when you see Krishna everywhere and somebody is coming and disturbing the activities that is for the glorification of Krishna. That is at a different level. That you see even Hanuman. Just 1 second, huh? So if you see word by word, if you see, there's so much depth in this thing. What he's saying is Nivritta Tarshaya. Actually, one who has given up the thirst for this material world. Nivritta means giving up thirst. They only can they only can sing the glories of the Lord properly. We may be singing, but we may sing with some material needs or something is not working, so we'll go to Krishna for that. Once the problems are solved or whatever you desired, you got it, then we will forget. That kind of a temporary and motivated thing will not attract Krishna's attention, right? So it is conveyed from the spiritual master to disciple. The pure devotional service is conveyed from the spiritual master to disciple. Such glorification is relished by those no longer interested in the false temporary glorification of cosmic manifestation. You go somewhere, hey, how beautiful this place is. They've done very wonderful job, huh? Such a nice building they have built. Oh my God, there's so many water fountains and this and that. So we'll appreciate, but then we'll appreciate it without seeing that in connection with Krishna. That is our biggest problem. You may appreciate anything and everything. You will appreciate. Somebody will do some roller coaster ride and the fun world and all those things. Or somebody will do magic. They will do some magic and all that. PC Sarkara. Some people are doing that. So the magician has so much power to get money, and why should he be doing that magic? That at his home only he can create more money and become rich man, no? Richer than all these other people. They do not struggle at all. Why should he show the magic? So it is all just temporary glorification of this material, of this cosmic manifestation. But those who are devotees, they will see, those who are real bhaktas of Krishna, they will see that this cosmic manifestation is also Krishna. This is his manifestation. So now, Nivritta Tarshe Upagiyamana Bhavo Aushada. Bhava means this material existence. Aushadi means medicine. What is that medicine? Shrotra. Now we are hearing. So this is the real medicine. Bhava Aushada Shrotra. It does not only clear that Bhautik disease. Mano Abhirama. It is very pleasing to the mind. Abhirama means very pleasing to the mind. Okay, so they are the right medicine, and it is the most pleasing to the ears and heart and everything. So ka uttama shloka gunanuvada. Ka means who? Who will not listen to this uttama shloka swartha? Uttama shloka guna anuvada. His glorious qualities are being described, pastimes are described. Who will not listen to it? Vina Pashugna, Puman Virajyata. Virajyata means he is giving up this activity to hear. So Puman Virajyata, Vina Pashugna means Pashu actually means two meaning here. Pashu means animal. Pashu also means Atma. Here in our body, Pashu means moving thing is only Atma. That is what is making us move. So Pashu also means just like a cow is tied to a tree, this Atma is also tied within this body. I mean, it cannot get out on its own. Get me? So, that Vina Pashubna means someone who is eating meat, for that is killing. That person only will not have attachment to this thing. Or one who kills himself. Pashubna means killing the Pashu. That can be either you are killing that animal in the butcher thing, kasab shop, that one, or you are killing yourself. Pashu also means Atma. Pashu means you are killing yourself. Killing yourself means what? Atma cannot be killed, but you are depriving it of a chance to get out of this material, get out of this material body. So more and more we are entangled in this thing, those things only will come in our mind. That is what is selling here. Actually, is the best realization of Parikshit Maharaj in entire Bhagavatam. There are many realizations he gives, but at this point when he is saying, therefore, who will cease hearing such glorification of the Lord? When there is something is going on, immediately our ear should go there. Oh, the Harikatha is going on, we should go. That is the thing. There is a very nice shloka in our Shastras. Shatam Vihaya Bhoktavyam. Give up hundreds of activities and it should be free. If she is free, she can come, she will enjoy this thing. If she is busy, don't worry, don't disturb her. So this shloka is very beautiful. Shatam Vihaya Bhoktavyam. When it comes to taking prasadam, give up hundreds of activities and you are free for some time, little time. You can sit on the chair. Sit on the chair. So, Shatam Vihaya Bhoktavya means give up hundreds of activities and take prasadam. Bhoktavya, take prasadam. If there is some other activity is there, no, you have to clean your shoes or something, clean your house. Give up hundreds of activities and take prasadam. But this is only first time. Sahasram Vihaya Snatavyam. Give up thousands of activities and take snan. So which is greater here? 100 is greater, 1000 is greater. Maths class is coming. Come on. I'm doing some test for you. So 1000 is greater, which means eating also comes under this 1000. Correct? So suppose there is a conflict between eating and taking bath. You should take bath and then only have prasadam, not bed coffee and those things and all.
See, correctly you called it. That's right.
So Shatam Vihaya Bhoktavyam, Sahasram Vihaya Snatavyam. Laksham Vihaya Datavyam. Give up lakhs of activities and give charity. So suppose somebody is coming at a doorstep, begging something, asking for some Lakshmi or some rice, some dhanya, something they want. So you say, no, I have not taken bath. You wait, and I will go and take bath, take prasadam, and then come home. It's not like that. Give up all those activities. Higher priority is than charity. Okay. So you can take bath later, you can take prasadam later, but when it comes to all this, how do you prioritize? These are prioritize. Finally, the last stage, this is not the end. One more line is there. Kotin Tekta Harim Bhajan. Give up crores of activities and do Hari Bhajan. You understand? So if the conflict comes between which should be done first, Hari Bhajan comes first. So even suppose sometimes you might not have taken bath. Water is not there, or you are driving somewhere, or 2 days you are going in the train, you cannot take bath inside the train maybe sometime. But Hari Bhajan has to go on. You cannot say, oh, I will chant only after taking bath. What if in between you are taking bath and chanting, Yamaraj comes and takes you? Yamaraj can come anytime, isn't it? So this is why this is very important. So give priority to in this order. Kotim Tekta Harim Bhajan, that's the last time. Give crores of activities and do Hari Bhajan. You need not have taken prasadam, you need not have taken bath, you need not give charity, because this is the greatest charity. Of all the charities that you can give, giving love of Krishna prema to others through the chanting of the holy names or whose description of the Lord's guna, lila, and all that, that is the greatest charity. Okay, so that is why a real person who is in the path of journey of self-realization, he will give highest priority to Hari Bhajan. Because without that, our life is worthless. Okay, so that is why he is telling, unnecessarily people will be spending their time in temporary glorification, this, that, and all these places. And that apartment complex is very nice, they are built so nicely. What is the use of these apartments when you are dying? So when you are dying, you are in the hospital. At that time, you will not be telling, oh, I have to take bath. You can't even take the food. They will put the IV and this thing. So those times that priority is reduced. You don't say, no, I have to take bath. The doctor will say, no, this is not the time you can take bath. Wait for some time. So 10, 12 days you will be there. You will not take bath. But Hari Bhajan has to go on, because anytime it's also the thing that will protect you from the Yamdutas and all that. And it is also the only thing that will recuperate you. Every time we have any disease or illness or whatever, the best thing that we should do is Hari Bhajan. My spiritual master was demonstrating it left, right, and center throughout his life. Especially because by the time I saw him, he was already 78, 80 almost. So after that 11 years, 12 years I was with him, was left by 91. So by the time I saw him only, he was very old and lot of health issues and everything was there. And he would have asthma, and this asthma, asthma will be like breathing will be stopped, like you just completely, you just come to a jam, you cannot even breathe. So at that time, we will be trying to call ambulance and all that in transport, and they'll try to call ambulance and doctor and all that. With his hand only, he can't speak also. There's no breath, how can he speak? So he will, by action only, he will just say, don't call. And then you say, take out Bhagavatam, take out Bhagavatam. You just say action, show that and take. Then you will ask devotees to sit around him and chant Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. After some time, slowly he will get his breath back. Then he will say, this is the Bhagavad latest medicine for all problems. Whether you want to come out from that situation, come back from the situation also, Hari Bhajan will help. Or if you want to go peacefully, then also Hari Bhajan only can help. It's very, what do you call it? It's a established truth. Yoginam Drapaniranitam, Hare Namanukitam. Yoginam Drapaniranitam means all the saints and sages and yogis, they have established the eternal truth. Okay. Now, let's go to the next 3 slokas. Pitamaham. Anytime you can stop me and ask questions. Okay, I am not seeing the your participant screen, because I have to share. I have to move the text and the this thing, the Veda base. पितामहा मे समरे मरञ्जये देवव्रताद्यातिरथैस्तिमिङ्गिलैः दुरत्ययं कौरवसैन्यसागरं कृत्वा तरन्वत्सपदं स्मयत्प्लवाः द्रौण्यस्त्रविप्लुष्टमिदं मदङ्गं सन्तानबीजं कुरु पाण्डवानां जुगोपकुक्षिं गतात्तचक्रो मातुश्च मेयः शरणं गतायाः वीर्याणि तस्याखिलदेहभाजाम् अन्तर्बहिः पूरुषकालरूपैः प्रयच्छतो मृत्युमुतामृतं च मायामनुष्यस्य वदस्व विद्वान्. The long translation. Who would like to do the honor of?
Okay, I'll do it.
Yes, ma'am, come on.
Taking the boat of Krishna's lotus feet, my grandfather Arjuna and others crossed the ocean of battlefield of Kurukshetra, in which such commanders as Bhishma Deva resembled great fish that could very easily have swallowed them. By the mercy of Lord Krishna, my grandfathers crossed this ocean, which was very difficult to cross, as easily as one steps over the hoof print of a calf. Because my mother surrendered unto Lord Krishna's lotus feet, the Lord Sudarshana Chakra in hand entered her womb and saved my body, the body of the last remaining descendant of the Kurus and the Pandavas, which was almost destroyed by fiery weapon of Ashwatthama. Lord Sri Krishna, appearing within the outside of all materially embodied living beings by his own potency in the forms of eternal time, that is, as Paramatma and as Virat Rupa, gave liberation to everyone, either as cruel death or as life. Kindly enlighten me by describing his transcendental characteristics.
It's a long translation, but there is a lot of thing inside this. There's a lot of depth inside this. Because he is telling that there is a very beautiful verse. Samashridaye padapallava plavam mahat padam punya yesho murare bhavambudirvatsa padam param padam yadvipadam natesham. Is written it up? The first line. Can you read the translation?
For one who has accepted the boat of the lotus feet of the Lord, who is the shelter of the cosmic manifestation.
No, that's okay. I will show them this.
For one who has accepted the boat of the lotus feet of the Lord, who is the shelter of the cosmic manifestation and is famous as Murari, or the enemy of the Mura demon, the ocean of the material world is like the water contained in the calf's hoofprint.
So as soon as you meditate on Krishna, as soon as we observe ourselves in Krishna Katha, then this whole material ocean becomes like a calf's hoofprint, just small, so easily you can cross.
His goal is Parampadam or Vaikuntha, the place where there are no material miseries, not the place where there is danger at every step.
So here there is danger at every step. You just walk a little bit and you put your feet underneath it and there's danger, something gets hurt. So Padam Yadvipadam Natesham. Last week, I think one of the devotee Matajis who in Harlour is there, no here. Nearby only, you know that Hosa Road. So there they have a ISKCON center there, ISKCON Harlour. So there they have a nice center and the pictures only they have altar and many people are coming on Sunday evenings, they have the program. So the one devotee Mataji who is maybe 45, 50 only the maximum. So she comes and does the flower decoration. She brings flower, does the and everything she does to bring for the Lord. So on that day, what happened? She went with a scooty to fill petrol in one of the gas stations. So she has a scooty. She's going and paying the thing, whatever, and then the scooty is parked on the road like side after the white line is there. No, she is properly only parked, and she went, paid, and then she is coming back. For some reason, usually normally when you have the bike standing, you will go this way only. Right? It's the easiest shortcut to do. So, but what she had done that day is that she thought anyway nobody is coming, and the bike is parked like this, and she goes around like this to get into the. Normally, we don't go around the other side. We go from this side. This is a comfortable side. For some reason, she goes around, maybe to put the bag or whatever. As she was going here, this is recorded in the CCTV camera. Actually, we saw that one car came and hit her, and she was thrown out like this. I can see. I saw that in the CCTV. She went thrown like this, and then fell on the car's the what you call the front bonnet, and the car goes a little further, and she falls down, and it went on top of her, and this whole leg up to hand to this part is fractured, and she could have been crushed to pieces, but she said that at that time I was just remembering. Not remembering, at that time I felt like my Guru Maharaj just pulled me out from this thing. Hare Krishna. So she would have died that day, but somehow or other Krishna saved her. And we were like shocked to see how she rolls up and then goes and comes under the car. And she was in emergency ward. So they said that she was out of danger, but it would take many months to fix the fracture and all that. So this is what is the Padam 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 meditation. One moment, that's all it took. She would have been thinking that okay, today also I'm going. She was not there in that program in the evening. She was supposed to come and do the decoration there. But this happens to anybody and everybody. Until it happens to us, we think it is this material world is very. Well, am I audible? Yes.
Yes, sir.
I think Mother is talking to us or to someone else. Maybe to someone else. Yeah. Okay. So this is the thing about Padam Padam Yati Padam. Every step there is. How much ever careful you are, something will happen to us. What's the problem? So here he is describing all these verses are spoken by the Parikshit Maharaj. Here is describing all these things. See, for him also, he just went to the forest in the morning for hunting. In the evening, comes back with a sharp, with a curse. Well, you would have not thought about it while going. You would have thought maybe I'll just go hunt and then come back. Anything, anytime happen, we don't know how things. Okay, now next verse, 8th verse. Rohinyastanaya prokto Rama sankarshanastvaya devakya garbha sambandha kuto dehantaram vina. Translation, anyone?
My dear Sukadeva Goswami, you have already explained that Shankarasana, who belongs to the second quadruple, appeared as the son of Rohini, named Balarama. If Balarama was not transferred from one body to another, how is it possible that he was first in the womb of Devaki and then in the womb of Rohini? Kindly explain this to me.
These are all very intelligent questions. He actually appeared in Devaki's womb. This is where the confusion starts. Because the Garbha is there, but then suddenly it appears like miscarriage. So Kamsa, whether he has to count that as the seventh child or sixth, it's cancel that his confusion is created. So, but at the same time, he transferred himself from Devaki's womb to Rohini's womb. Rohini is another wife of Vasudeva. Okay, so there she is conceived. Vasudeva is here. Rohini is not in the jail. Only Vasudeva and Devaki are in the imprisoned. Okay, but Rohini got conceived. She was not with anybody else. So that's how the transcendental thing happens. Okay.
What is second quadruple?
First quadruple, second quadruple, they are called actually. So this we have what we call first Krishna is there. Then from him the very first expansion is Balram. Okay, from Balram you see Sankarshana, Aniruddha, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, Sankarshana, Vasudeva. This is the second quarter. Then you have the four this thing, Vishnus also, Kshirodaksha Vishnu, Garbhodaksha Vishnu, and Karanadaksha Vishnu. Then they are one quarter. Then comes the second quarter. So that is the main point to understand. So this is actually it's Sankarshana who appear. Balrama comes through Sankarshana as original Balrama himself. Krishna, Balram, from Balram this quadruple comes. It's like you go inside the train, you are inside the train. You open the train and you are coming from outside from the train. You are the one who went inside the train. When you open the door and you come out of the train did not give birth to you. You are already there. You are just coming through that. For example, Varaha Murti is there. Varaha Bhagwan is there. How did he appear? He came through the nostrils of Brahma. Does it mean Brahma gave birth to Varaha Murti? Varaha Murti only was a source of Brahma. But he comes through the, he is the one who, you create this building, you go into the building and you come out of the building. You are the one who created that. But when you come out of this door to outside, they cannot say, oh, the door gave birth to this person. They cannot do that. Right? Just a mundane example you can share. Okay. So this question is very nicely asked. All these things will be answered with Sukadeva Goswami. You understood? No. Main question is that how come he was first in Devaki's womb and then transferred? Who transferred that womb to? We don't have even the modern technology cannot do that. Those days, how they would have done it. Actually, you will nicely answer that Sankarshan means Akarshan, means attracts, pulls. So he is the one who pulled, he he connects the two families, the Nanda Maharaj family and here, because Rohini at that time was in the Vraja, in Gokula, and the Gokul there. That is where they were born. No? So here from the Mathura side to Vrajadham, he was connecting the two families. And the other reason is that also that before Sankarshan, before he was, I think you will tell all these stories now. The 6 children who were born, they represent the 6 anarthas, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Madha, Matsarya. So when they all are taken out of our heart, Lord Sankarshan will come. He is the personal servant, another Sesh. Right? So he comes and makes all the preparations. Before the Bhagavan comes, he makes all the arrangements. Everything should be clean and the heart has to be clean. That is the reason Balram is called Adi Guru. Before we go to Krishna, we go to Balram. Because Balram is the one who makes us, prepares us to. Without a guru's thing, we cannot directly go and serve Krishna. Guru means pure devotee, right? So Nandagopa and Vasudeva are somewhat like brothers, like cousin brothers. They were connected through common through as cousin brothers, just like how Vasudeva and Kunti are connected. Okay, as brother and sister. So Nanda Maharaj is also one of the, they are cousin brothers. So when he went to jail, he had many wives, no? Vasudeva had multiple wives, like Devaki, Rohini, and others also. So he put Rohini under the care of Nanda Maharaj. Somebody should take care of her like that.
Okay, that way.
Yeah. Praje vasan kim akaron madhupuryam च केशवः भ्रातरं चावधीत कंसं मातुरद्दात अर्हणम्. Oh, okay, sorry. Kasman Mukundo Bhagavan Piturgehagrajam Gataha Kvava Samgyati Bisardham Kritavan Sattva. Who is reading?
Okay. Why did Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, leave the house of his father, Vasudeva, and transfer himself to the house of Nanda in Vrindavana. Where did the Lord, the master of the Yadu dynasty, live with his relatives in Vrindavana?
So you can read the next translation also. I think yes.
Lord Krishna lived both in Vrindavana and in Mathura. Where did he go? Where did he go there?
What did he do there?
What did he do there? Why did he kill Kamsa, his mother's brother? Such killing is not at all sanctioned in the Shastras.
Own mama you are killing. That is not sanctioned. Huh?
So about Gokula, Parikshit doesn't know. Because Gokula is not, then only he moves to Vrindavan. No?
Correct.
Gokula is not mentioned.
He says, leave the house of his father, transfer to the house of Nanda in Vrindavan.
That's all. Okay.
The whole area is Vrindavan.
Yeah.
In that Gokul, Nandagaon, all those places are there. Initially they were living in Nandagaon, Gokul and all. They were born in Gokul. And then Nandagaon. Born means, there is some subtle things there also. He was born in two places at the same time. Actually, he was born as Yashoda's mother, as Yashoda's son. Those complicated, those what you call subtle sublime things are not revealed openly in these people's place. And then actually Yashoda gave birth to two children, one girl and one boy. So when Vasudeva brought the child from there, they both merged. Both is merged. And he took the girl and he took it back, and that's what that child only became Durga. Those things will be the very what you call confidential commentaries and all that, because we will be, unless we have the faith, we cannot understand these things. Because we will ask question how it is possible for two bodies to merge and everything happen. Krishna can do anything. Okay. Deha manushamaashritya kativarshani vrishnibihi yadu puryam saha vatsit patnyah kah katyapavan prabhoho. Anyone reading?
Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, has no material body, yet he appears as human being. For how many years did he live with the descendants of Vrishni? How many wives he did marry, and for how many years did he live in Dwaraka?
So earlier question was about Vrindavan pastimes. This question is about Dwaraka pastimes. First 44 shlokas or 40 or 40 chapters are for Vrindavan, and few are Mathura. And the remaining chapters are all Dwarka. एतदन्यच्च सर्वं मे मुने कृष्ण विचेष्टितं वक्तुम् अर्हसि सर्वज्ञ श्रद्धानाय विस्तृतम्.
I'll read. Oh, great sage. Oh, great sage, we know everything about Krishna. Please describe in detail all the activities of which I have inquired and also those of which I have not. For I have full faith and am very eager to hear of them.
Yeah, this is a very important thing of an inquirer. He knows his limitation. I only will ask a few questions, but there are many which I don't know. So you please don't miss all those. What I have not asked also, you answer. I'm very eager to hear of them. Shraddha Dhanaya Vistrutam. Next is very beautiful. Naishati duhsaha kshunmam tyaktodam apibadate pibantam tvanmukham bhoja chutam harikatamritam.
Because of my vow, on the verge of death, I have given up even drinking water. Yet because I am drinking the nectar of topics about Krishna, which is flowing from the lotus mouth of your lordship, my hunger and thirst, which are extremely difficult to bear, cannot hinder me.
It is so nice, really. This Amrita will stop all the other thirst and everything. Yeah.
And the same Raja who got angry because of the Shankar is telling this.
Yeah. Suta uvacha evam nishamya bhrigunandana sadhuvadam vayya sakissa bhagavanata vishnuratam pratyarcha krishna charitam kalikalmashagnam yahartamarabhata bhagavata pradhanaha. Now Suta Goswami is responding. This is first verse. This is Suta Goswami, not at Sukadeva Goswami, because this is actually narrated in Naimisharanya between Suta Goswami and the 88,000 sages. So the head of the 88,000 is Shaunaka Rishi. Shaunaka Rishi is to him he is narrating this. So the scene went there. From there it comes back to him. Got it? Yes. Who is reading?
In this verse, the words
No.
Krishna,
Suta Goswami. The bold one.
Sutta Goswami said, that one.
Yeah, correct.
Sutta Goswami said, "O son of Bhargu,
Bhrigu.
Oh, sorry. Son of Bhrigu, after Sukadeva Goswami, the most respectable devotee, the son of Vyasadeva, heard the pious questions of Maharaja Parikshit. He thanked the king with great respect. Then he began to discourse on topics concerning Krishna, which are the remedy for all sufferings in this age of Kali.
Kali Kalmashagnam. Kali Kalmasham. Kali Kalmasha Nashanam. So Bhnam means destroying. So Kali Kalmasham. This Pratyarcha, Krishna Charitam. Please give that Krishna Charitam, that is destroys all the Kali Kalmash. So his pious questions, and he thanked actually Sukadeva Goswami thanked Parikshit Maharaj, because somebody should ask question, only then the thing will come, isn't it? For which are the remedy for all the sufferings in this age of Kali. Now he is asking this. Any questions? Any questions? Somebody thought was about to speak. Okay. Sri Shuka Uvacha Samyak Vyavasita Buddhistava Rajarshi Sattama Vasudeva Kathayam Te Yajjata Naishtiki Ratihi. Anyone reading?
Srila Sukadeva Goswami said, O your majesty, best of all saintly kings, because you are greatly attracted to topics of Vasudeva, it is certain that your intelligence is firmly fixed in spiritual understanding, which is the only true goal for humanity. Because that attraction is unceasing, it is certainly sublime.
So if our questions are more about Krishna, Vasudeva, not Vasudeva. Vasudeva is father. Vasudeva is Krishna. So only when our intelligence is firmly fixed in spirituality, spiritual understanding, we will ask these questions about Krishna. Otherwise, we will be asked about so many other things. Now comes a very, very powerful verse. Now this is Sukadeva Goswami is telling this verse. Very, very important verse. Now one is 10.1.4. Now 10.1.16. This is the next important. Vasudeva Katha Prashnaha Purusham Strin Punatihi Bhaktaram Prachakam Shrotrum Statpada Salilam Yatha.
The Ganges emanating from the toe of Lord Vishnu purifies the three worlds, the upper, the middle, and the lower planetary systems. Similarly, when one asks questions about the pastimes and characteristics of Lord Vasudeva, Krishna, three varieties of men are purified: the speaker or the preacher, he who inquires, and people in general who listen.
So this is the beautiful thing. Vasudeva Katha Prashnaha. You ask these questions. Why this happened? Why that? Like Shruti, you ask this question. Why? What is the second quadruple? So immediately the trigger will come. When you read attentively, questions will come. So Vasudeva Katha Prashnaha. You ask questions on Vasudeva Katha. Purushan Trin Punati. Three kinds of people are purified. And that's the beauty here. Bhaktaram Prachakam Shrotrams. What Bhaktaram means? One who is the speaker. Prachaka means Prashna, one who is asking questions, inquires. And Shrotrams means are surrounding people who are here. So here also, in the first instance of Parikshit Maharaj asking question to Shukadeva Goswami, others were all sitting and hearing. The interesting thing is Vyasadeva, Narad Muni, everybody was sitting there. They were the ones. Narad Muni is the spiritual master of Vyasadeva. Vyasadeva is the spiritual master of Shukadeva Goswami. But when Shukadeva Goswami is speaking, all of them are sitting there listening. They were not saying, hey, I know all these things before itself. What is the point? Like that, they were not doing. So, this, and then when Suta Goswami is speaking, Shaunakari is the only one asking question. Rest of the 88,000 people, they are all sitting there and listening. So, there is no difference between one who is speaking, one who is asking question, and those who are all listening. Everybody, all of them will be purified and all of them will go back to Kula. That's the whole idea. So, when we ask question, we help all others also. That's the idea. So, the Ganges, it's compared to the Ganges. Ganges, how when it is flowing, it purifies the three worlds, upper, middle, and lower planetary system. Like that. Bhumir Triptanrupavyaja Daityani Kashatayutaihi Akranta Bhuri Bharena Brahmanam Sharanam Yayau.
Once when Mother Earth was
Now he's starting the story. He just gave a little intro and starting the story. Yes.
Once when Mother Earth was overburdened by hundreds of thousands of military phalanxes of various conceited demons dressed like kings, she approached Lord Brahma for relief.
Conceited means pride, conceit, abhiman, right? There is dripta. Dripta means darpa, gambo, darpo, abhimanasya. But dripta means conceit. Those who are too much proud. They were actually demons, but they are dressed like kings. Kings means you will think that they are doing good for us, but Hamsa kind of people and all were not doing anything good to him. So such people, one main important point we should understand is that Mother Earth is not burdened by the overpopulation. She is not burdened by the overpopulation. He is only burdened by false people, duplicitous people, those who are acting in this Kali Yuga, those are quarreling, deceiving others, cheating others, those kind of people, lying, pilfering, all these things, they are the ones that will make Mother Earth feel more burden. So she goes and prays to Krishna. That I'm finding it very difficult. Please help me to relieve this burden. Gaurbhutva khinna krandanti karunam viboho upastitantike tasmai vyasanam samavochata.
Mother Earth assumed the form of a cow, very much distressed. With tears in her eyes, she appeared before Lord Brahma and told him about her misfortune.
Brahma tadupadharyatha sahadevaistaya saha jagamasatri nayana stiram kshira payonidehe.
Thereafter, having heard of the distress of Mother Earth, Lord Brahma with Mother Earth, Lord Shiva and all the other demigods approached the shore of the ocean of milk.
So, always the protocol is like this. They usually go to Brahma first because Brahma is the topmost person in this world. So he is the administrator, manager, and everything. So anybody, even Indra, the others, they will see that they will first go to Brahma. Brahma will then take them all to the Kshetrasagar. Then he will communicate with Krishna because he is the most pure. So he communicates in this world. So he communicates with Krishna. Krishna either gives the message in his heart or sometimes just as the voice comes. So that way he communicates it to the people. So now Mother Earth, Bhumi Devi, she went and complained to Brahma. Brahma takes all of them. All the devatas, they all approach to the ocean. Tatra gatva jagannatham devadevam rishakapim Purusham Purusha Suktena Upataste Samahitah. So they are reciting the Purusha Sukta. Okay. We all chant the Purusha Sukta, no? If you purely recite, then we will also hear our Lord's voice, like how they are reciting. Yes, who is reading?
After reaching the shore of the ocean of milk, the demigods worship the supreme personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu, the master of the whole universe, the supreme God of all gods, who provides for everyone and diminishes everyone's suffering. With, with great attention, they worship Lord Vishnu, who lies on the ocean of milk, by reciting the Vedic mantras known as the Purusa Sukta.
Purusha Sukta. So they are all chanting that. Om Sahasra Shirsha Purusha Sahasra Sahasra. That chanting they do.
Yeah.
Giram Samadho Gagane Samirita Nishamya Vedhastridashanu Vachah Gam Paurushim Me Shrunutamara Punar Vidhiyatamashu Tathaiva Machiram.
While in trance, Brahma heard the words of Lord Vishnu vibrating in the sky. Thus he told the demigods, O demigods, hear from me the order of
Kshirodakashayi Vishnu.
Kshirodakashayi Vishnu, the Supreme Person, and execute it attentively without delay.
So Kshira means milk, right? Kshira, Kir is, Kshira means milk. So Kshira Udaka, Udaka means the liquid. Shai means Shayan. So one who is lying down in the ocean of milk is called Kshirodakashayi Vishnu. Okay. Puraiva Pumsa Vadrito Dharajvaro Bhavatbiramshay Yadushupa Sayavadurvya Bharamishwareshwaraha Swakala Shaktya Kshapayam Charet Bhuvi.
Lord Brahma informed the demigods, before we submitted our petition to the Lord, he was already aware of the distress on the earth.
So there is no need to go and tell him specific. He knows everything. Always he tells this thing. Before you tell me, I know.
Consequently, for as long as the Lord moves on earth to diminish its burden by his own potency in the form of time, all of you demigods should appear through plenary portions as sons and grandsons in the family of the Yadus.
This is a very interesting thing. As long as the Lord moves on earth, the Lord is moving around to diminish his burden by his own potency in the form of time. So the diminishing the burden of this earth, basically killing all the demons. Kamsa, Jarasandha, Shishupala, all those demons, Putana, everybody is killing. No, Krishna is not killing actually. He is killing in the form of his time form. Time only kills all the demons. Time is the ultimate destroyer. So through the weapon of his time, automatically they say, Krishna doesn't even have to fight. So it's all just external, like how the father will fight with the child. You just fake, like so he's hurt, or fighting like that. He will hit the child, but he will not actually get hit. Playfully only he will hit, right? So actually, externally this thing bahana is this basically to please all the sadhu for his pure devotees. It is nice lila. Understand? They enjoy the lila, but actually speaking, in the form of time, the time form. That is why Vrindavan Krishna does not kill anybody. Actually, we say no. There are so many devatas are there. There are so many avatars are there of Krishna. But do you know there are different Krishnas also?
Yeah.
How many of you are shocked to hear this? There is one Vrindavan Krishna. He doesn't kill anybody. For him, it is all pastime with gopis, gopas, grazing the cows. That's all. That's the thing he does. And he expands himself into Mathura Krishna. There he becomes a king. And then whenever he has to kill, that Vasudeva Krishna comes out. So he is the one who goes and kills all the through the form of his time. So when he is actually fighting, it's a Krishna only. But just like say Anand goes to office and he becomes his designation, whatever that is there. So there they don't call you father of Shruti Dhriti. Understand? You're the same Anand only. But in the office you are different. At home they don't care what you do at office. Right? So mother will not care what you do with us. You have to deal accordingly. She hasn't. So we have different roles to play. Right? Huh? And it was Vasudeva Krishna, because he was fighting, no. He's not Vrindavan Krishna. He doesn't have fruits in his ears, this in his hand. If he has fruit in his hand, who will ride the horse? The chariot.
That's Vasudeva.
Vasudeva Krishna. So Vrindavan Krishna, Vasudeva Krishna, like that. And that is why Krishna's names are unlimited, because we have unlimited desires. So for every desire, Krishna has to take one form, one name, one form. Like somebody wants to see Krishna as say grazing cows, so he'll have the name Govinda. Somebody will want Krishna to be the son of Yashoda, then he will become Yashodananda. So that is why when Brahma Mohan Lila also he becomes expanding to so many different forms as different Vishnus. Right? It's very, very interesting but very complicated to understand, because we don't know this expansion business. But suppose a person is at home, is a normal person, but he goes to the high court and he becomes a judge. So there in the high court, even the wife comes also, she has to call my lord only. She can't, at home she can call whatever name, she can scold, she can beat and anything they can. He will be there with no order is doing that. Everybody is going to be in order. So after the thing, he comes back home, his grandson will be there. Grandson will jump on the back of the judge. He will play with him like what do you call it, horse, elephant and all those things. So somebody who is coming from the court, they come home, hey, what is this judge doing? There is, so that is the difference between like Lord Vishnu form of Krishna and this Gokul Krishna. Gokul Krishna, the Gopas will jump on him and throw him whatever, they will play around with him. That is why the form of Krishna is the most pleasing, because there is no restrictions in terms of the bhav. Anybody can relate with him. Monkeys, peacocks, ants also in the Vrindavan can relate with him. They can express their thing with him. Right? That is just, it's not that the other forms does not have the potential. He has the same potential, but it is not required. If Narsingha Bhagwan plays flute, then what will Hiranyakashipu do? That form is meant to make everybody frightened and shiver out of fear. There he will not be playing flute or carrying this thing with him, and he can't do that. He can't come with a smiling face and all that. Right? As Lord Rama, when he came, he had a Chakravarti's son, the Dasharatha Chakravarti's son. So that's why he cannot go and do, in Tamil we say Pachapudra. What they do for tell in English for that king? Pachapudra. Hurdles, yeah. One bends down, the other jumps. That and all they cannot do in Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha Lord is lying down, judge. Whatever he says has to be followed. No unnecessary sound, nothing. Only this Purusha Sutta, mantras, Isapta otherwise. But in Goloka it will be chaos. Everybody will shout, hey Krishna, come here. Like that. So they will Jagannath Puri, if you go, in the front of the Garuda Stamba, one person will be standing, and is the day he has to only throw abuse him basically. The whole mantra is about abusing Krishna. No. He will be standing and he will abuse as, oh, you are Kalia, you are butter thief, you are this, you are that, like that.
Okay.
Good things only, but in the form of Kali.
Yeah.
So that Jagannath likes. So they will stand there. Instead of, he likes that more than the Vedic mantras. So instead of Vedic, stand there every day, like all in Odia, they will do that. So a lot of interesting, fun things are there. Anyway, so let's go back to this. No, we are already lost. Huh? Okay. You have to stop here, no?
Yeah.
Okay.
There was 23, right?
No, we'll read quickly 3 more. वासुदेव गृहे साक्षात् भगवान् पुरुषः परः जनिष्यते तत्प्रियार्थं संभवन्तु सुरस्त्रियः. Prabhu, why don't you read quickly?
The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, who has full potency, will personally appear as the son of Vasudeva. Therefore, all the wives of the demigods should also appear in order to satisfy.
So the order for them who all came to put their petition is, before Lord comes, you all go and take birth. That's why in the Vrindavan, those Mathura, all these places, already they were all born. The Vrishni, Yadava. Vasudeva Kalanantaha Sahasravadana Swarat Agrato Bhavita Devo Hare Priya Chikirshaya.
The foremost manifestation of Krishna is Shankarshana, who is known as Ananta. He is the origin of all incarnations within this material world. Previous to the appearance of Lord Krishna, the original Shankarshana will appear as Baladeva, just to please the Supreme Lord Krishna in his transcendental pastimes.
Krishnor Maya Bhagavati Yaya Sammohitam Jagat Hadishta Prabhunam Shena Karyarthe Sambhavishyati.
The potency of the Lord, known as Vishnu Maya, who is as good as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, will also appear with Lord Krishna. This potency, acting in different capacities, captivates all the worlds, both material and spiritual. At the request of her master, she will appear with her different potencies in order to execute the work of the Lord.
This is the Vishnu Maya. Now we'll stop here. Next is Sukadeva Goswami will continue. So far,
she comes as Subhadra.
Who?
Vishnu Maya comes as Subhadra.
No, actually.
Sorry?
Vishnu Maya is Subhadra or the Durga?
Durga is Mahamaya, who maintains a material energy. Subhadra is Yoga Maya, who is spiritual. That is why in Jagannath Puri you will have Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, all 3 are brothers and sisters. Subhadra was born to Vasudeva and Devi. After they are all 8 are all done, one more daughter was born, that is Subhadra. Because this daughter was born to Yashoda, no? She is actually expansion of Durga Devi. But they both are not different. Durga is also expansion from original present internal potency. Right? We'll stop here. Thank you so much for your attention. Not much questions, but anyway, we'll discuss it later. So I request all of you, whoever has not come to Sankalpa Farm before, now come.
Being in person is another.
Yeah, we will come together and discuss further. You would have been already confused about many Krishnas, many Vishnus and all that. So we will get answers to all of that. It requires some more, we all chant nicely the Hare Krishna mantra, apart from your other daily this thing that you are doing, rituals that you are doing. Please offer some prayers from Bhagavatam. You are all doing wonderful. I have heard from Bala about how nicely you are doing all the way now till the 10th canto. So whenever you get a chance, we'll meet again. But so nice of you all to come together on a big day, evening. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. We will thank Prabhuji, because in spite of the schedule, he went for work, came back, and he has really, blessed us by beginning this great, and I'm sure we will get more of his presence in the classes to come.
Thank you so
Happy
much.
to associate with you. You can ask your questions later. You'll see you also. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagawatham.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.